Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
He come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking, up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Access from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and I can't tell you all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salon in Bombay and it's so lit. I'm loving this place and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick, quick, well on!
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
to elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words: up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
to first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy.
Live here at the MIG for the classic T20 being held between 8 teams. It's the third match between Antique Friends versus DBS Bank. Winning the toss and electing to bat first, Antique Friends, Tushar and Vishal are in the middle. And for the bowling proceedings from the far end, it's Sushant to bowl the first over. Well, then it's a pair of the aggressive batsmen Vishal and Tushar in the middle. Once again the ball keeping low. That's a good start for team DBS Bank. Once again the ball keeping low, a thick outside edge, and it's the first wicket for Sushant, and DBS Bank strike with an early blow. New ball helping the bowler, a bit of a swing, a thickish outside edge, and it's the first blow for Antique Friends. Well then, it was Anubhav who was there at the first slip, and the first wicket in the form of Tushar falls down. That's a good start for DBS Bank. Tushar out without scoring the troubles. Sushant for the fourth time. Once again, a beautiful delivery. Simming away from the right hand batsman. An outswinging delivery from Sushant, and certainly like that he took the wicket off for Tushar, one of the finest batsmen in the league. We are here at the MIG in Mumbai, the third match between Antique Friends versus DBS. Now that's been struck towards the mid-on region, and it's the first runs on the board for Antique Friends. Vishal opening his account, and the first runs on the board for Antique Friends. Inviting the batsman for a drive. That's a good start for DBS Bank. It's first over gone, one for the loss of one wicket. That's an uneven bounce. A good start once again for the bowler. Swinging delivery. Tushar in his first over. That was a good ball. A slip in position for that healthy outside edge. A bit of a moment here from the bowlers, and something here for the bowlers' pride. The pitch with the new ball. It's a ball swinging. Nishant and Kiran in the middle. The first wicket falling off for Tushar Shinde. It didn't trouble the scorer today and was out without a scoring. And DBS Bank would be thinking to give one another blow, this time down the leg side. A good call. And the batsman cross over for a single. In the form of extras, the run being scored, and the score is 3 for the loss of one wicket. Winning the toss, selecting to bat first. That's a good line delivery. Good tight line and length being bowled by Tushar Chaturvedi. 3 dots, building the pressure here on the batsman right from the word go. Oh, that's a good delivery. Inviting the batsman, a thickish outside edge, and a second wicket falls. That's a dream start by the DBS Bank. 2 wickets in quick session. Sashwat, wicket keeper, and that's a big blow for Antique Friends here. Nikhil, the new batsman, in 2 wickets in 2 quick sessions. Tushar Shinde and Nishant, both the openers, back to the pavilion, and certainly breaking the backbones here. DBS Bank making a comeback in the very first 2 overs. This time outside the off stump line. White ball called by the umpire. For the loss of 2 wickets, the score for Antique Friends will Kiran and Nikhil. They need to make some runs. They need a serious partnership in the middle. This time onto the middle stump line. Played with eagerness on the onside, and the score moving on to 5 for the loss of 2 wickets. That's been lofted in the air towards a long offense. It's the first boundary of the match. Fuller length outside the off stump, and the batsman, like the Kiran, will heave that ball outside the off stump line for a boundary. That's a confident looking stroke, played with elevation. It's 2 overs gone, 9 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Cup Pocket Coffee. Strong coffee aroma. Strong coffee taste. Copico.
That's a good delivery coming in for the batsman. Played the score moving into the double digits once again. A big appeal. So the good flow from the bowlers helping. The score is 10 for the loss of 2 wickets. That's a good comeback by the bowler. Nikhil and Kiran need to spend some time on the crease. Well, it's early to say, but then they need some serious partnership. They need to spend the time in the power play. That's been driven firmly towards a short mid-off region, not for any runs. Big outside tricky shade, just at the striker's end. Direct hit would have made a statement here, but then batsman making at the right time in the striker's end. (11) for the loss of 2 wickets. First wicket fall when the score was 0, and the second wicket falling on the score of 3. That seems to be a good situation for the bowlers, but then it's Kiran would be striking the ball very well this time. A swinging delivery, but outside the off stump. Something here for the bowler to cheer, but then you need to bowl with the right line and length. Extras helping Antique Friends to score those runs. 12 for the loss of 2 wickets. Not the right hand line length you need to bowl, but once again, each and every extra run would surely help Antique Friends to spend some time on the crease. 13 for the loss of 2 wickets. Once again beating the outside edge. He is in a good flow. Sushant. A swing and a miss. It's the end of the over number 3.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
The tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines.
Tushar continuing his second over, once again beating the outside edge. Both the bowlers have met the pressure on the batsman, especially Sushant, and following him in his follow marks is Tushar. Bowling in the corridor of uncertainties, inviting the batsman for the play, and in the process they have successfully taken 2 wickets, and that too of the batsmen like Tushar and Nishant. That's a good leave, but the batsman would not be happy. He was in 2 minds whether to play or to miss, but then the ball going all the way into the hands of the wicket keeper. A good pace attack here from DBS Bank. Once again the ball flowing out the outside edge. The chase for the fielder there towards the third man region. But in the end, 2 important runs coming here for the Antique Friends, and the score is 15 for the loss of 2 wickets. A good sim position that is driven firmly. Had it been taken a timing jump, that would have been another blow. But 2 important runs coming here. The field was trapped there, but certainly the good stroke from Kiran scoring the shots with the singles and doubles. That's a very big wide. Going through the hands of the slip fielder. In the process he has hurt himself, but then a good swinging delivery. The faster one attempted by the bowler. 18 for the loss of 2 wickets. The score for Antique Friends. Well, they have the big shots in the armory, but currently the situation needs that they need to spend some time in the middle. Once again going down the leg side, missing the batsman and the wicketkeeper. That's a wide call by the umpire, and the ball races down the long leg region for the boundary. (23) for the loss of 2 wickets. Antique Friends, they would be welcoming these runs with 2 open hands. Right arm over the wicket. This time it's been played beautifully. And then just that's a good stroke by the batsman. The ball crossing the fine third man region for a boundary. The score with the help of this boundary moving on to 27 for the loss of 2 wickets. Antique Friends. That was a swinging delivery, but then played late and late. The ball quickly racing down the third man fence for a boundary. It's a play and a miss. That's a good ball. A good comeback by the bowler. Missing the leg stump by just inches. It's the end of the over number 4.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Accessed from any device.
Shishant to continue his third over of the spell. The batsmen are picking up the balls and showing the directions to the loose deliveries. And there was a good nick. And the batsman cross over for a single. On strike is Kiran and on non-strike is Nikhil. And that's a beautiful delivery. He looks to be in a good touch today. Sushant bowling his heart out. The in-swinging deliveries, the out-swinging deliveries, beating the edge by some inches only. This time it will be called as a white ball. So the extras would be hurting them. Otherwise, it's a good display of bowling, but nevertheless, the runs coming in the form as extras for Antique Friends. 29 for the loss of 2 wickets. Having a look at the field is Kiran. Two boundaries to in his innings till now. Onto the pads played towards the square leg region for just a single. 30 up in the 5th over. So it's a 27 runs partnership between Kiran and Nikhil. 2 wickets fall in the quick session. This time driven, but there's a fielder at the mid-on region for just a single. But nevertheless, it's the confidence of the batsman which will help them after the power play. There's no need to go after each and every delivery. You just need to rotate the strike and have some patience in the middle. That's a good defensive shot, not for any runs. 2.5 overs, 26 runs and a wicket to his name is Tushar. Once again onto the middle and leg stump, not for any runs. It's the over number 5 completed, 31 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
Tushar into his third over, 22 runs and a wicket to his name. But then he needs to maintain his line and length once again. Outside the off stump and a wide call by the umpire. 8 wides have been bowled till now, and this would hurt them when they come out for the run chase. It's always an easy to saying, but then you need to pick up the right line and length. A slip in position, short leg, that's been driven beautifully, but then very well fielded. Shy at the non-striker's end, but then it's an overthrow. They are going for those important runs, but then the ball crosses the fence. It was a firmly hit by Nikhil. Beautifully fielded. Had there been a good backup, but nevertheless, 4 in the in the form of overthrow, helping Antique Friends, and the score moving on to 36 with the help of the boundary. That's a good delivery. The back of a length delivery onto the middle and leg stump line. Played defensively, not for any runs. Onto the pads, flicked away, not for any runs. So a good tight line and length bowling by Tushar. Need to make a strong comeback. That's been driven beautifully. It was in the air for a while, but then it's a single. It was a fuller length delivery. It was a slash dart, but there was a fielder station at the square third man region and just a single. .37 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sweet sound of the bat coming on. Good running between the wickets, but then they need to keep their minds calm. Do not take any risk, and surely, slowly but steadily, a partnership here is much more important for Antique Friends to score that important runs. 38 for the loss of 2 wickets. 5.5 overs have been bowled. This time showing the direction. There's a fielder there at the third man region and just a single. It's 6 overs gone. 39 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
So well then it's the Antique Friends which have scored 39 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. 6 overs have been completed. A change in the bowling end, and Dhananjay will be bowling from the pavilion end. 36 run partnership here between both these batsmen, and which has hurt the most is the extras which have been bowled by the bowlers of DBS Bank. So the spin attack after 6 overs onto the pads, drifting in for the right hand batsman. Played towards the silly mid on, not for any runs. Once again a tossed up delivery that's been lofted over the bowler's head, and the ball crosses the fence. It's the safest shot, as we can see, and Nikhil utilizing that delivery, stand and deliver. The ball crosses the fence for the 4 runs. 43 for the loss of 2 wickets. Once again a tossed up delivery that's been lofted, and the ball crosses the long on fence for a maximum. There was a fielder then, but then the ball crossing all the way out of the ground for a maximum. This time the ground shot towards the mid-on region, not for any runs. 49 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nobody would have imagined such a beautiful striking by the bowlers. That's a forward defensive shot, not for any runs. The first wicket fall, even when the scores were not scored. 0 for the loss of 1 wicket in the very first over, and the second wicket fall on the score of 3, and from then onwards it's Nikhil and Kiran who are scoring runs in the middle. This time again played towards the mid wicket region, not for any runs. A dot ball to end the over.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Hi guys, I'm Vaishnavi Andle. I'm here as Jean-Claude Olivier.
So yes, then it's a left arm spinner being introduced in the bowling attack, Vishal Tambe. The very first ball onto the middle and leg stump that's been flicked away. And with that single, it's 50 up for team Antique Friends. 50 for the loss of 2 wickets and exact the partnership of 47 runs, which was much more needed in the middle. Onto the pads, and then a good thinking by the batsman, watching the ball and stopping the ball, which surely went on to hit the stumps. Ball deflected off his pads and was going towards the stumps, and a good presence of the mind by the batsman, stopping the ball with his legs. This time played towards the point region, not for any runs. So as we say, the left hand bowlers make some trouble for the right hand batsman, and we are viewing the same scenario here at the MIG. That's been hoisted towards the long off region, and a good take by the fielder. So finally the partnership has been broken. It was a fuller length, invited the batsman for a biggie shot, and he was trapped down, and the partnership of 47 runs finally being broken. But then a good innings by Nikhil coming to an end. Much more needed innings from him. Mayank Mittal, the fielder at the long off region, keeping his eyes on the ball, and in the end making it a easy catch. Third wicket falls on the score of 50. Among the new batsmen in on the non-strikers end, it will be Kiran who would be on strike. Driven towards the mid-on region for a single. 51 for the loss of 3 wickets. So as soon as the spin was introduced, the left-hand spinner taking a wicket, and much more needed wicket, the partnership was broken. Last delivery of the 8th over onto the pads, driven towards the long on region. A single to end the over number 8. It's 52 for the loss of 3 wickets, team Antique Friends.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Salon, and I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom, and I can't tell y'all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salon in Bombay, and it's so lit. I'm loving this place, and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus,
So Mayank to bowl from the pavilion end. The very first ball down the leg side. So they are taking the wickets at the regular intervals, but then they need to bowl to the right areas, not consider away any extras. A good swinging delivery by Mayank Mittal. Angling in for the right hand batsman, struck on the pads. Loud appeal for the leg before. Umpire remains unmoved, but then it's a good display of the bowling by Mayank. Missing the leg stump, and surely that would have helped the umpire to remain unmoved. This time punched on the extra cover region, and the batsman cross over for a single. And most important is that Kiran would be on strike. And surely, but Umang would be thinking to rotate the strike and give a strike as much as possible to Kiran. Played fine towards the third man region. So as soon as they predict that to score the runs, it's the bowlers who are picking the wickets. And DBS bank captain would be surely thinking to take the wicket of Kiran here. That was driven towards the extra cover region for just a single. Bowling has been right on the spot, but then they need to stop the extra runs which have been bowled in the form of wides. That's been cut away. No chance for the fielder. The ball will cross the square third man region for a boundary, and the score at the completion of the 9 overs, the score is 60.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Firmly struck on the pads. A big appeal for leg before. The umpires remain unmoved. So it's a good spin attack. Good spin attack display by the DBS team. Vishal Tambe getting an important breakthrough in the form of Nikhil's wicket. This time played with soft hands, wanted to go for a single. Saw the fielder charging in on the ball. And the batsman remains safe at the striker's end. That's been smashed away towards the deep mid wicket region. The batsman going for 2 important runs here. It's not that they are not able to hit those balls, but then it's the fielding which has made things much more important here for the DBS Bank team. Wanted to go for a big hit on the back foot. The ball hitting the pads, and more often it's a dot delivery. That's been punished away. It's a full toss delivery, and the ball goes all the way towards the square leg region for a boundary in the over. .66 for the loss of 3 wickets. If you bowl a full toss to a batsman like Umang, he will surely hit those ball out of the parks, and this time he succeeds to do so and score for Antique Friends 66 for the loss of 3 wickets. 9.5 overs. Drifting onto the pads played towards the square leg for just a single. It's 10 overs gone, and the score for team Antique Friends 67 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick, quick, well done.
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
to elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
to first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over, and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Access from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online.
So going at the run rate of 6.7, the score is 67. The first ball beating the outside edge. That's a good start. Mayank Mittal. We are back in action after a short drinks break. 10 overs gone. Antique Friends winning the toss and electing to bat first. 67 for the loss of 3 wickets. It's a classic T20 league being played here at the MIG. This time it's been pulled away. No chance for the fielder, and the ball will cross the fence. The first boundary after the drinks breaks. Umang. Umang Shah, the batsman, once he settles down, he goes after each and every ball, and it's the targeted area on the leg side region. Once again cracked away, but then more often important is that rotating the striker would be much more important for Antique Friends. 72 on the scoreboard for Antique Friends. Umang and Kiran would be targeting the shorter boundary. It would be much more easier to score those runs. And more often is the scores have been scored on the leg side, as it is a shorter boundary. Kiran on strike. Once again, miss on a drive. A good pace delivery by Mayank. Once again, it was a short pitch delivery, but then the ball keeping low, hitting the batsman on the gloves. Hit very hard. Looks as if he's in some kind of a trouble there. The ball kept low with a good pace. And one more dot delivery in the over. The last ball of the 11th over, it was a short pitch delivery, missing it completely, wanted to go for a pull. It's 11 overs completed.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Online coach education platform from the coach's voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
Once again, it's from the far end. Goyal Pawar. The first ball, a swinging delivery, but more often is that it's the dot delivery. Umang and Kiran in the middle. Both the batsmen are set. This time again, a play and a miss. The ball keeping low. Bowling in the foot marks is Goyal. That was a full toss on to the middle and leg stump, but then a bit of a mistake there from the fielder, and it's a boundary. That will help the score to move on for Antique Friends. .76 for the loss of 3 wickets. That ball should have been stopped, but then nevertheless the boundary coming for Antique Friends. That's been firmly struck. A diving effort from the bowler. The ball going towards the long on region for just a single. That's a good sense of a cricket by both the batsmen. A big stroke and then a single to rotate the strike and put the pressure on the bowlers. Now that's been Driven handsomely over the bowler's head. No chance for the fielder. The ball crosses the fence. For second boundary in the over. It's 81 for the loss of 3 wickets. Team Antique Friends in the slot for Kiran, and he gracefully accepts it. Hits the ball out of the park for one bounce into the fence. That's a good delivery onto the middle and leg stump. Played softly, defensively, not for any runs. 12 overs gone, 81 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
So Mayank to continue his third over of this. Well, that's an healthy outside edge. The ball racing towards the third man region. And one more boundary for Antique Friends. So now the runs are flowing in the form of boundaries. 85 for the loss of 3 wickets. It was a swinging delivery onto the fuller length outside the off stump line. Held the outside edge, and no chance for the fielder. It goes all the way. Should have been a slip. That would have been another wicket, but nevertheless the runs this time onto the pads towards the short leg region. Good collect and throw, but cannot prevent the batsman to take a single. 86 the score with the help of this single. Moving on for Antique Friends in the 13th over. Kiran playing on 26 of 27 deliveries, and Umang playing on 25. Mayank in his third over, considering away 18 runs till now. Right arm over the wicket, driven back to the bowler, and a good stop by Mayank himself in the follow through. They would be thinking to take a wicket over here. Current run rate going at the run rate of 6.88. The projected score would be around 130, 140. But then the X factor would be Kiran and Umang. If they stay on up to the last over, well, they could score above 170, 180. That's a beauty shot. Straight over the bowler's head. It's gone. It's high and handsome. In this slot for the batsman, played with swift timing. The ball crosses the fence for a maximum. 92 for the loss of 3 wickets, and as I mentioned, Kiran would be the much more danger batsman along with Umang. That was a back of a land delivery. Punch on the offside for a single. So that's a good thinking by Kiran. Once he settles down, he will go with all the guns blazing down for the bowlers, and it will not be easy once he starts making runs. That's been cut away, but and thick outside edge onto the offside, and easy catch for the fielder on the covers region. So finally the partnership has been broken, and a short cameo of 25 by Umang comes to an end. The partnership of 43 from 31 balls comes to an end. Kiran contributing 17.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic.
Goyal Pawar. 4 dots in this over and a single. 5 balls have been bowled in this over till now. In the air, but just falls short of the fielder. On the 30-yard circle, a single to end the over. It's 14 overs gone. 95 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
I'm here at Jean-Claude Olivier Salon and I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and I can't tell you all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it.
Anubhav Agrawal in the bowling from the far end. First ball onto the pads played towards the square leg region. A single to start the over, but then it's a Pratik who would be on strike. Another danger batsman. Likes to go after each and every delivery. The big player in himself, Pratik Jadhav. This time going for a big hit, missing it completely. The stamps have been shattered off. Wanted to go for a big hit over the mid wicket region, but then the ball keeping low and the bills were shattered off. Clean bowled. So the 5th wicket falls here for Antique Friends. Prathamesh walking in. The danger batsman out. Pratik Jadhav. The score is 96 for the loss of 5 wickets. 14.2 overs have been bowled. Anubhav Agrawal bowling his first over and getting a wicket of Pratik in his second delivery. The full toss onto the leg stumps that's been flicked away towards the fine leg region, and no chance for the fielder. And with this, it's 100 up for Team Antique Friends. 100 for the loss of 5 wickets in the 15th over. So eventually it's 100 up in the 15th over, 14.3 overs. This time getting an outside edge. Lucky enough it didn't went into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. The ball crosses the fence for a boundary. 104 for the loss of 5 wickets. Just didn't maintain to control his body, but then it's a runs coming in for Antique Friends this time. Once again off the edge. Single taken by both the batsmen. A good calling between both the batsmen. (105). 10 runs have been scored in this over. This time again onto the pads. And good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. Running towards the danger and was Prathamesh. 15 overs gone. It's 106 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salon in Bombay and it's so lit. I'm loving this place and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
So it's Goyal Pawar and Antique Friends have scored 106 for the loss of 5 wickets at the run rate of 7.5 runs per over. 15 overs have been completed and it will be the bowling change from the pavilion, and it's Goyal Pawar who would be bowling. Kiran batting on 36 of 34 balls which he has faced, and giving him is the company. Prathamesh playing on 9 of 3 deliveries this time. Good tight fielding onto the offside. Punched on the back foot, not for any runs. A dot ball to start the over. 2 overs Giving away 11 runs is Goyal. This time a lofted shot straight above the bowler's head. All the way for a maximum into this slot, and he dispatches the ball. Is Kiran. Seems to be in a good touch today. The score jumping on to 112 in the 16th over. And more often Kiran needs to be till end in this innings. 42 off 36 balls. This time again lofted shot and dropped there by the wicket keeper. Lucky enough the ball popping out of the wicket keeper's hand. A lifeline for Kiran on the score of 42. That's a good call. The ball going between the pads and the bat into the hands of wicket keeper. Last wicket fall of Pratik. Didn't score a run, just scored a single and didn't trouble the scorer too much today. But then it's Kiran who is making the things count this time again. A cover drive into the act and the ball crosses the fence for a boundary in the over. $117 for the loss of 5 wickets. A tossed up delivery on the outside of the off stump and a beautiful shot by the batsman. Prathamesh making his intentions clear now. .5 overs, 117 for the loss of 5 wickets. Going for a sweep shot and has been given out leg before, and a good comeback by Goyal. Was a bit expensive in this over, but finally the wicket of Prathamesh to his name. Pitching outside the off stump, impact in line and hitting the wickets, and a good call by the umpire, raising the finger. 6th wicket falling on the score of 117.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
So the new batsman walking in is Shiva. So 4 overs remaining in this innings, 117 for the loss of 6 wickets. The new batsman walking in is Shiva at the non-striker's end. And Anubhav with the bowling proceedings. It will be Kiran playing on 44 of 38 deliveries. A good innings and sensible innings for team Antique Friends, and it will be Shiva for the first time in this innings. Anubhav Agrawal, 12 runs and a wicket to his name. 1.1 overs he has been bowled. Remember, this is the third match being played here at the MIG, the Classic T20 League. That's been lofted, but then a good diving effort didn't carry to the fielder there. The ball crosses the fence, and the ball goes all the way. One bounce into the fence for a boundary. This time driven inside out towards the mid-off region for just a single. But then it's a good sensible knock by Shiva. The first ball which he faced was driven towards the covers area for a boundary, and then a single to rotate the strike, and it will be Kiran who will be on strike. 6 short of his well-deserved half century. Driven towards the long on region. Both the batsmen knows the importance of runs. One boundary has been scored in this over, and if you score on each and every single ball, 9 runs can be easily scored in an over. 125, 124 in the 17th over. That's been lofted away. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal, but then it's a good it's a very well fielded by the fielder at the long on fence. Goel Pawar into the slot for the batsman, driven towards the long on region. Wanted to go for a second. Just a single. Goel Pawar fielding has been 100% today. Whether it may be into his bowling or into the fielding, it gives away all the ways 100% to his team. 17 overs, 125 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition quick, quick, well done!
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
to elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why
Kiran
top coaches
playing on
prepare their
47,
teams.
17 overs. 17 overs have been bowled till now. Kiran playing on 47. Handful of innings for Antique Friends, and giving him the company on the non-striker and is Shiva. Dab towards on the offside for just a single, and it will be Shiva on strike. And it will be a sight to view how the remaining overs have been, how it will be played. This time missing the line and length outside the off stump line. White ball called by the umpire. 128. 6 wickets have fallen. 10 wides have been bowled in this innings. That means 10 extras deliveries have been bowled. So each and every time when you bowl a wide delivery, you need to bowl an extra ball. This time outside edge towards the square third man region. The ball will travel all the way. It's a boundary. Slashing the ball very hard was Shiva. But then the ball flew towards the square of the third man region for a boundary. (132) on the board. You cannot give away the room to the batsman like Shiva. He'll go for each and every ball. That's been driven but straight to the fielder at the mid-off region. But then the batsman cross over for a single. Had Shiva been promoted up the order, that would have been a different scenario. But now, Kiran on strike. Two is the call. They are going. Wanted to go for a second, but the batsman will just settle for just a single. Shiva on strike. That's been beautifully driven. As soon as it connected, it was written on it. The boundary coming in for Antique Friends from the blade of Shiva. 138 is the score. Making room and driven handsomely by Shiva. Good shot. This time bidding the outside edge. Wanted to go for a cut. Missing it completely. That's a good comeback by the bowler. End of the 18 overs. It's 138 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy.
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
To first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over, and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans.
Beautifully driven, but there's a fielder there. A bit of a fumble, and the batsman crossover. Each and every run matters the most, and that's a good call by both the batsmen. (145) in the 19th over. One delivery left, but then it's a good comeback by the antique friends, especially the knock of Kiran. Mistimed it. Surely they will get a single. It's the end of the over number 19th. 146 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content.
Sushant for the last over. Beautifully. Shiva making a statement here out of his bat. That's been driven beautifully. And a boundary. (150) up in the last over. That's been lofted, but feeling just short of the fielder there at the deep covers region for just a single. An overthrow would help them. And yes, sir, they go over for a single. So, where there was just a single, the 2 runs coming for antique friends here. (153). Timing the ball very well is Shiva, but this time only for just a single. A good throw from the Aksha covers regions. Kostub to face the last ball of the innings. This time a swing and a miss. 19.5 overs. The last over of the first innings coming this time. It's been played towards the points region. There's an appeal for the run out at the striker's end. Umpires remain unmoved. It's a single to end the 20th over. (155) is the score at this Completion of first innings, 156 to win for team DBS Bank. When they come out for the run chase, we'll be back in a short span of a time.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Uploaded every week. Accessed from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
I'm here at Jean-Claude Olivier's salon and I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and I can't tell y'all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salons in Bombay and it's so lit. I'm loving this place and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick, quick, well done!
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots...
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
...to elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy...
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start!
To first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Access from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
I'm here at Jean-Claude Olivier Salon and I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and I can't tell you all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salons in Bombay and it's so lit. I'm loving this place and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick, well done!
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots...
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
...to elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy.
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
To first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over, and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Accessed from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
I'm here at Jean-Claude Olivier Salon and I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and I can't tell you all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salons in Bombay and it's so lit. I'm loving this place and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick, well done!
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots...
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
...to elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy.
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
To first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over, and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking, up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Access from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
I'm here at Jean-Claude Olivier Salon.
So 156 is the target for team DBS Bank, winning the toss, electing to bat first. And the very first ball that's been driven through the covers region, and the batsman cross over 2 runs. This is the third match here at the MIG Cricket Club in Mumbai. The classic T20 league being played between 8 teams, and Antique Friends winning the toss, electing to bat first. They have set the target of 156, and DBS would be thinking to go off with a flying start. Swinging delivery outside the off stump, left alone into the wicket keeper's hands. 2 runs on the scoreboard on the very first ball. Sitanshu and Vikas, the opening pair. This time a play and a miss. A bit of a swing there by Pratik. Today with the bat, scored only a single run, but now in the bowling surely would be thinking to take the wickets here and deliver for his team, Antique Friends. A slip in position. That's a full toss delivery, but straight to the fielder at the slip cordon. So the variations from Pratik making a difference here for the DBS Bank. Once again, the ball pitching in the off stump line, moving away from the right hand batsman. That's a good start by Pratik. Releasing the ball with an healthy pace and left alone for the wicketkeeper to the rest of proceedings. Once again, the ball keeping low, a bit of a outswing. So it's the very first over that has been completed by Pratik. 2 runs on the board for DBS Banks. From far end, it will be now Shiva, who played was not out in the first innings. Played 30 handful runs for Antique Friends, and the target of 156 in 20 overs for DBS Bank. Sitanshu will be on strike, and giving him is the company Vikas. Down the leg side will be called as a white ball. Even in the first innings, we saw a lot of extra runs being bowled, and that certainly makes a difference when you come out to chase the target. Almost 1.5 overs were bowled as extra, so you need to bowl those extra deliveries. Over the wicket for the right hand batsman, hit on the pad. Wanted to go for a big, but that's certainly a good length being bowled by Shiva. A flying slip and a fielder at the gully corridor. This time it's been hit away. It's high in the air, but then very well judged by the fielder. Running from the mid-on region towards the forward, deep forward region, and comfortably taken in the end. So the first wicket here fallen for DBS Bank, and a very well judged catch by Pratik Jadhav. So it's a kind of the pitch which helps the bowlers. If you bowl right line and length, you get those wickets, and Pratik there taking a good catch going backwards. It's not easy to take those kind of catches, but in the end you need to take and create those chances. Shiva getting the first scalp here. 3 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. DBS Bank. Even in the first innings, we saw 2 wickets fall on the score of 3. But this time, Shiva making a statement, and Pratik taking a good, well judged catch, running backwards. That's a good delivery. Played back to the bowler's drive, not for any runs. And it's the body language which has changed for Antique Friends after the first wicket has fallen. Now that's been firmly struck away. There's a fielder. But then it was very well struck by Sitanshu. To the sweeper boundary region. Ram is the new batsman. Would be facing Shiva for the first time in this innings. That's been pushed on the onside and the batsman crossover for a single. So it's the second over in the process. The first wicket fall on the score of 3. The fielder from the deep point being called at the 30-yard circle wedge. Onto the pads. Shout appeal for the leg before. But then it's a dot ball to end the over number 2.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
And I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and
There's a big appeal, Pratik. So the body language of the fielders have completely changed after the first wicket, and Pratik into his second over. Straight away building the pressure on the batsman. Punch on the offside and the batsman cross for a single. This time down the leg side, a good collect by the wicketkeeper, diving to his left side. Seven for the loss of 1 wicket. Pratik, right arm over the wicket, into the block hole. So that's a kind of confidence you get after the first wicket at an early breakthrough. 7 for the loss of 1 wicket in 2.3 overs. The first wicket being taken by Shiva at the score of 3, and Satanshu and Ram in the middle. They need to spend some time on the crease. Once again the ball keeping low. Played back to the bowler, not for any runs. So it's a good line and length. The quicker one that has made the difference in the second innings. Bright sunny Saturday here at the MIG Cricket Club. Match between Antique Friends versus DBS Bank. This time a play and a miss. Swinging delivery for the batsman. As soon as the ball passes the outside edge, the fielders erupts with the noise and the pressure clearly building on the batsman. But then you need to remain calm and composed. Once again inviting for the drive, almost driven and misses the edge by a whisker. A dot ball to end the over number 3. It's 7 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Can't tell y'all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salon in Bombay and it's so lit. I'm loving this place and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again.
Onto the pads, driven to the fielder at the short square leg. A dot ball to start Shiva into his second over. Now that's been pulled away. Into the gap, the ball racing down. The cow's corner for a boundary. That's firmly struck. Was waiting for the delivery and the score going into the double digits. 11 for the loss of 1 wicket. Short pitch delivery onto the middle stumps and the batsman dispatches it for a boundary. Dancing down the track, played towards the mid off. But in the end, a good running between the wickets by both the batsmen. So the boundary releasing some kind of a pressure here from the batsman. A confident looking stroke. And it will be Satanshu who would be on strike, facing 12 deliveries. This time it's been lofted above the bowler's head. One bounce into the fence for a boundary. And each and every time the ball delivering in the full slot delivery, it will be given away the treatment which it deserves. And now the mid-on fielder has been kept on the long on fence. Missing the line and length this time outside the leg stump line. White ball called. So a good over into the consideration for DBS Bank. (17) for the loss of 1 wicket. And the previous few deliveries changing the momentum of the game. That's a good one from the bowler. Played with soft hands and the batsman go on for a cheeky single. 18 for the loss of 1 wicket. So each and extra wide delivery will help you to score those important runs, and once again that's been called as a wide ball. 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. 12 runs have been scored in this over till now. Punch on the back foot towards the extra cover region for just a single. It's the end of the over number 4. It's 20 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
So it's the spin attack being introduced by the captain Nishant to bowl the fifth over in the power play. A slip in place, a fielder at the gully region, a fielder at point region, one on the covers and one at mid off. This time going for a sweep, missing it completely. A swing and a miss here for the batsman. So that's a good field setup by the captain in the power play. 3 men on the leg side and one at long on. Now that's been played away towards the mid on region for just a single. That's a good ball. A spin and a miss there. Satanshu is not able to connect those deliveries, but then a good comeback by the bowlers, making the pressure. And if they take a wicket or so, oh, that's was there a nick included? But then the batsmen go for 2 important runs. A good collect by the wicket keeper. That was a good delivery. Got an held the neck, but then the wicket keeper and the slip didn't. That's a good comeback. A forward defensive shot, not for any runs. 5 overs completed and the score for DBS Bank 23 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick!
Well done.
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector.
So then it's Kostub to bowl the last over of the power play from the far end. Fielder being called at the short leg region. Some kind of uneven bounce, wanted to go for a big hit. The ball goes into the hands of the wicket keeper. A dot ball to start the over. onto the pads, played towards the backward short leg region for just a single. That's a good sense of a cricket by both the batsmen. The runs should keep coming in. The scoreboard must go on. And it will be Satanshu to face Anubhav. Fuller length onto the off stump line, driven straight towards mid-off for just a single. So that's been a good utilization of power play by Antique Friends, getting the first breakthrough and keeping the pressure on the batsmen. But then they need to be calm and composed this time. Back to the bowler's drive. The ball stuck in the hands and it's the second wicket. So the big blow here for DBS Bank continues. Caught and bowled by Anubhav in his follow through. Wanted to go for a big shot, didn't connect it properly in the end. Eventually caught by the bowler himself, and the second wicket falls on the score of 25.
Batsman name. Batsman name.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
So it's been the Antique Friends who are in the full control of this power play. The new man walking in is Shashwat. The wicket of Ram in the power play. Full control in the run chase is Antique Friends, and well, a wicket or two might change the game for them too. Driven, a cheeky single direct hit would have made things different. Heads totally on for Antique Friends in the follow through. A good display of bowling in the power play. Shashwat opening his account with help of that single, and the score moving on to 26 for the loss of 2 wickets. 5.5 overs have been bowled. Anubhav this time drifting onto the pads, that's been flicked away, and the batsman crossover for a single, that's been signalled as the leg byes. So it's 6 overs gone. 27 for the loss of 2 wickets, team DBS Bank.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
For me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots.
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
To elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts. From academy.
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
To first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over, and nothing comes through.
A searchable library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey.
From the pavilion end. The very first ball that's been cut away, but straight towards the point fielder. They need to spend some time. The batsman wanted to go for a single, but then in the end saw Pratik jumping on that ball, and a dot ball to start the over. Outside the off-stump, Yorker line attempted. Played towards the point region for just a single. So bowling according to the plan, according to the game plan, are the team Antique Friends, Satanshu and this time onto the pads, called as a white ball. There was an attempt for the stumping, but then the ball popping out of the wicket keeper's hand. Is there a chance being dropped off a stumping? It was a quicker one outside the leg stump line. 30 for the loss of 2 wickets. That's a good shot by the batsman, and easy pickings here for the batsman. Towards a deep cover region for a single. Satanshu playing on 13 of 21 balls. This time no chance, straight towards the short to mid-off region. They would be aiming towards a shorter boundary. Left alone for the wicket keeper. That's a good delivery. Once again bowling that good line and length. A dot ball to end the over. It's 7 overs gone. 31 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
See the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself.
Now that's been played towards the mid-on region for just a single. That's a good shot. The fielder stationed there at the deep covers for just a single. This time didn't connect it properly. A diving effort there in the 30-yard circle. But then it's the easy pickings for both the batsmen. They cross over for 3 runs. They need to convert those singles into doubles and doubles into the triples. The score, with the help of these 3 runs, moving for DBS Bank 35. That's been driven back to the bowler. They didn't collect it properly in the follow through, and the batsman crossover for yet another single. So currently it's the singles and doubles which need to rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard going on, and then go after the loose deliveries which they get. Cost over for one more time in this over. Right arm over the wicket into the fuller length stroke that's been played towards the mid off region for yet another single. So bowling in the right areas is a costume. Got a wicket to his name. The big wicket of Ram to his name. This time again driven, but straight to the fielder at a short cover. It was firmly struck, a dot ball to end the over. It's 8 overs gone, 37 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nishant to continue his third over from the pavilion end. Now that's been played in the air. One bounce into the hands of the fielder running from the long off boundary. Just a single. The score slow but steadily moving on to 38. Drifting onto the pads that's been played towards the long on region. Direct hit at the non-strikers end, but then an overthrow resulting into the second run. So now they need to control those extra runs. The score 40 for the loss of 2 wickets. It's a slow scoring, but then in the end it's a good tight line and length bowling by the bowlers, making those things count here for Antique Friends, clearly building the pressure. That's a good ball. Appeal for the stumping, but in the end it's the batsman who is deceived by the pace from the spinner. 8.4 overs been bowled, 40 for the loss of 2 wickets. They need 116 of 68 balls. Straight to the hands of the fielder at the mid on. That's the third wicket. Straight into the safe pair of hands of Umang, and the third wicket falls here. The big wicket of Sitanshu to the name of Nishant.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
The new man walking is Anubhav. 3 wickets on the score of 40. Taking a grip in this match. Antique friends. 8.5 overs being bowled, and what an bowling this has been from Nishant. Will be bowling his last ball of the third over. 10 runs and a wicket to his name. Outside the off-stump line, softly paid towards the point region for just a single. It's the end of the over number 9. 41 for the loss of 3 wickets, team DBS Bank.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
As much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week.
It's the spin attack for team Antique Friends. The first ball keeping low, wanted to go for a light cut, missing it completely. So clearly the pressure being built on the batsman. It's not a big run chase, but then this time bringing the bat and the pad together. Forward defensive shot, not for any runs. 2 dot balls in the over. It's the 10th over. This time shuffling towards the middle and leg stump. Played softly towards the short leg region, and the batsman crossover for a single. Mahesh bowling from the pavilion end. Tossed up delivery that's been beautifully fielded at the short covers region. Deceived by the pace this time. It's a good bowling effort by Mahesh, not giving away easy room, and clearly the pressure being released on the batsman. Outside the off stump line, wanted to slash that ball over the point fielder, but a white ball called by the umpire. 42 for the loss of 3 wickets. Outside edge flowing towards the short mid-off region, not for any runs. A good over coming to an end. It's 10 overs gone. 43 for the loss of 3 wickets, team DBS Bank. And it's the drink break in the middle. They need 113 from the remaining 10 overs to win this match.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Accessed from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the coach's voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.
I'm here at Jean-Claude Olivier Salon and I just got my hair treatment done. I tried a new brand called Postcom and I can't tell you all how awesome my hair feels. Like, I'm just loving it. Well, apart from that, I'm loving the salon services of them and taking care of the sanitization to almost.
Nishant to continue his fourth over of this spell. Warden delivery to start this time, beating the outside edge, and what a display of a bowling this has been from Antique Friends bowling unit. Once again the ball keeping low. This time it's been played away towards the deep point region for a single. So from now here onwards it's 112 needed of 58 deliveries. 2 balls have been bowled in this over. That's been sweetly timed. It's in the air, but one bounce into the fence at the long on region, and after a long break of a time, the runs coming in the form of a boundary. 48 for the loss of 3 wickets. Using the wrists beautifully there was Shashwat. He's a guy who can change the moment of the match at the any moment. This time forward defensive shot and quick single. Pressure directly here on the bowler. 49. That's a good ball by Nishant, but an extra resulting the DBS score to 50. 50 for the loss of 3 wickets in the 11th over. Anubhav playing on 3 runs of 6 balls. Nishant bowling a dream spell here. 18 runs up till now. This time played in the covers region, a lofted shot, and the batsman crossover for 2 important runs. The direct hit would have been resulted in some kind of a result, but there are no rooms for ifs and but. You need to score those runs on each and every deliveries from now on. Current run rate around 4.80. They need to go 10 to 12 runs per over this time. played towards the mid-off region. Tried to stop the ball in the follow-through, resulting into a single for the batsman. 104 required of 55 balls from now onwards for DBS Bank. What DBS Bank currently seriously need is the partnership between Shashwat and Anubhav, and the man Shashwat is capable of hitting those big strokes, and Anubhav would surely like to give him the company, rotating the strike on each and every delivery. Once again a change in bowling onto the pads, that's been flicked away towards the square leg region for just a single. Mahesh bowling from the far end. Nishant has completed his 4 overs quota, 21 runs and a wicket to his name. Mahesh in his second over. That's a good line and length straight towards the fielder at the short covers. That's a good fielding strategy by the captain. This time played towards the point region for just a single. Antique friends won't mind the runs being scored in singles and doubles. The most important is that they would be stopping those runs, and here it is. The final breakthrough, the 4th wicket falling off Anubhav. That's a good piece of a keeping by the keeper, but then it was a good one by Mahesh. You miss, I hit, and the furniture was disturbed. Yes, as we can see in the replay, wanted to go for a big shot, missing the line and length. The ball hitting the stumps, and he was clean bowled. 55 for the loss of 4 wickets is DBS Bank. Well, now they look here in some deep trouble. So the wickets changing the body language of the fielders completely. They are defending a score of 153, but then the current run rate 4.71. Mahesh once again in this over. A quicker one attempted outside the off stump line, and a good piece of bowling there by Mahesh. His bowling is the second over, conceding away 4 runs and a wicket to his name. And seriously, some kind of a trouble here for the DBS batsman. What lovely piece of a bowling. An appeal for the caught behind. Umpires remains unmoved. It's the over number 12 completed. 55 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Everything. This is a huge space, you know, it's so big. It's one of the biggest salon in Bombay, and it's so lit. I'm loving this place, and I'm really excited to come back and visit them again. Plus, I can't stop feeling my hair. I'm loving them. Like, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
So a change in the bowling. Ashwin to bowl from the far end. A medium pace attack back for Antique Friends. They need to defend 153. That's been punched on the offside for a single. So with each and every ball passing on, the required run rate would be climbing up now. They are going at the run rate of 4.6, but then the required run rate certainly at the par above 10 runs this time, beating the outside edge. An uneven bounce, a good collect by the keeper. Need 100 of 47 deliveries. DBS Bank needs some serious hitting in the middle. But then it's once again being played towards the gully region for yet another single. Current run rate around 4.56, 57 for the loss of 4 wickets. This time onto the leg stumps, that's been flicked away. The ball racing towards the boundary line, and a welcome boundary here for DBS Bank. It's a boundary in the over, 61. So they seriously need some boundaries here. It was into the slot. The batsman going for a big hit, and the ball carrying on towards the deep square leg boundary for 4 runs. Shashwat playing on 19 of 20 balls which he has faced. That's been played towards the mid on. Not for any runs. डॉट बॉल था ना ये वाला. Now that's been played very well towards the wideish long on into the cow's corner. Very well fielded. They are going for the third one. There's a shy at the striker's end, and well, that's a suicidal by the batsman. Pratik ran from the long on fence. A good field attempt and straight towards the wicket keeper hand, and it was a good collect, and the stumps were shattered at the striker's end. Wanted to take the third run, but in the end proving it to be a fatal one. शाश्वत शाश्वत आउट झाला. नाही 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 आउट कोण झाला.
त्याचा की कोण आला.
So half the team back to the pavilion on the score of 63. They require 93 of 42 balls. Mayank, the new batsman, in. Drifting onto the pads, played away towards the mid wicket region for a single, and it will be Mayank who would be facing Mahesh. The 14th over, and a slip being called in for the right hand batsman. Oh, that was a full toss delivery, but being played straight to the bowler, not for any runs. Fielder at the backward short square leg. This time using the feet but missing it completely, and the stumps, the furniture once again being disturbed, and Mahesh getting one more wicket to his name. The 6th wicket falls on the score of 64. Well, they seem to be in a deep trouble here. The quicker one using the feet, and completely the off stump was outrooted. The 6th wicket falling on the score of 64. So it's Shashwat from one end who is scoring runs, but then on the other end it's the wickets being tumbling in, and Antique Friends making a good comeback in this match. And what an spell this has been from Mahesh. 2.3 overs, 5 runs, 2 wickets to his name, completely outplaying the DBS players in this match. And what an comeback this has been from the Antique Friends bowling unit. It's the batsmen who make those runs, but then it's the bowlers who wins the match for you. Once again a fumble in the striker's end, and one more fatal suicidal, proving the 7th wicket here for the DBS Bank. The wicket stumbling at the one end. Lack of a call, and one more wicket. Good throw by Ashwin straight into the hands of wicketkeeper, and one more suicidal. Well then, what an comeback this has been from Antique Friends. The first innings looked like DBS would surely give them a tough fight, but then it's the bowling and the fielding unit which is proving fatal here for DBS Bank. They are 7 down for 64 in the 14th over. Mahesh getting 2 wickets, this time through the edge towards the gully corridors, not for any runs. And this seems to be a nightmare for the batsman. This time onto the pads. There's an appeal for the leg before. Umpire remains unmoved, but then what a spell this has been from Mahesh. 14 overs gone at 64 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket.
Punched on the back foot towards deep extra cover region for a single. Ashwin to continue his spell from the far end, and Mahesh bowling a dream spell here. 2 wickets to his name in the 3 overs. Flying off the outside edge towards a fine third man region. The ball racing, and it goes beyond the boundary line for a 4 in this over. (69) is the score. 7 wickets have fallen, but then it was an outswinging delivery, slashed very hard, getting that outside edge, and the ball racing down the fine third man region. Once again off the outside edge. This time square of the third man. One more boundary. So this over turning out to be a good over for the DBS Bank, and the score with the help of these two boundaries moving on to 73. In no time, Vishal moving on to 8 runs of 4 balls which he has faced. Using the pace of the ball there is Vishal, playing with the timing. Nothing is impossible. Run chase can be easily done, but then, and once again an inside edge towards the fine leg fence for a boundary in the over. 3 in a row. 14.4 overs being bowled, 77 for the loss of 7 wickets, and it's the hat trick for the boundaries in these overs.
14.
Oh dear, you can't ball that. That's been signaled as a wide, and the ball crosses the long leg fence for a boundary. 5 addition to the score of DBS Bank. Will this make an effect? 82 for the loss of 7 wickets. (18 runs of the 4 balls in this over. Once again getting an outside edge, and this time it's been cut off by the fielder. So this over turning out to be a good one here for DBS Bank. And Vishal playing almost double of a strike rate here. That's been sweetly timed straight towards the mid-off region for just a single. So a good over coming to an end for DBS Bank. It's 15 overs gone, 84 for the loss of 7 wickets.
84.
And tackle.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
This is the Coach's Voice Academy.
Transition, quick! Well done!
Remember, to be a top player, you must keep the focus all the time.
The Coach's Voice Academy, where the
72 needed of 30 balls. What a change of an over that was, but then Mahesh to bowl from the pavilion end, this time driven towards the mid-off for a single, and the previous over being a good over. 4 boundaries coming in that over, and Vishal playing on 13 of 6 balls which he has placed. Mayank run a ball 4 of 4, and Mahesh bowling his dream spell here in the middle. Punch on the back foot, not for any runs. 3.2 overs, 6 runs, 2 wickets to his name is Mahesh. One fielder at the short covers. This time going for a late cut, missing it completely. A slip in position. We are noticing as if it's been being a bowled like a test match bowling. One fielder at a short mid wicket, one fielder at short cover, and one position in the slip. This time it's been driven in the air through the covers, but for just a single. But then it's the pick of the bowlers, Mahesh. Last wicket fall of Sushant. That's been played, showing the full face of the blade, and the ball racing down towards the boundary line for a much needed boundary. Being played between the gully and the slip cordon. The ball races down the fence, so some runs are flowing in here for the DBS Bank. 15.5 overs gone, 90 for the loss of 7 wickets. Mayank and Vishal in the middle, toiling hard to score those runs. That's been signalled as a wide, so one more extra to the total. Current run rate of 5.68, that won't help them to score those important runs. 14 extras have been bowled till now. That was tipped in the air towards the long on region for just a single. Then what kind of a display this has been from Antique Friends. Clearly the pressure on the batting side. 16 overs gone, it's 92 for the loss of 7 wickets. They require 64 runs of 24 balls.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Game's greatest minds share the secrets of their success.
Once I'd done my first coaching badge, I realised I was in the right field and sector for me.
Premium content for coaches at every level, from grassroots.
Kostov to bowl the 17th over from the pavilion end. Inside edge, and the ball goes towards the square leg region for a boundary. So boundary to start the over number 17. Well, if they can hit some big hits in the middle, well, this could be the game for them. 7 wickets have fallen, but then Mayank and Vishal need to stay till the last ball. Some field placements being brought in. One fielder at the backward square leg, one fielder at point, one fielder at the gully, and a flying slip in place for that outside edge. Fielder at the extra cover and deep cover point being placed in. And once again, as we can see, the deep backward fielder being brought in. Oh, that's been sweetly timed, but then straight to the fielders. Just a single. Antique Friends won't mind the score being scored in singles and doubles, but then Vikas and Mayank need to hit those big hits. And that's been played very well timed, using the full face of the bat. The ball races down the deep backward point region. 2 boundaries in this over. Some kind of a pressure here on the bowler. It's 100 up for DBS Bank in the 17th over. So Mayank and Vishal are playing a gem of a knock here. As we can see, the field being wide open. Once again, the full length delivery towards the deep cover region for just a single. Run rate going 6.12. That's a Yorker length outside the off stump, beating the batsman, and each and every dot ball will assure the pressure being built on the batsman. This time that's been smashed away on the onside. They wanted to go for a second, but then restrict to just a single. A good piece of a fielding there at the sweeper boundary. It's the end of the over number 17, 103 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
You are allowed to get your arm up and then try and regain possession.
To elite.
That might be a set pass, it might be beyond, it might be a switch of play.
Exclusive coaching courses explaining how and why top coaches prepare their teams.
To recognise the triggers, if you like, when the opposition are trying to put the ball in behind you.
Including coverage of full training sessions from tactical angles.
3 big words. Up, hold, drop. Good, nice timing.
Delivered by experts from academy.
So well, then it will be Shiva who would be bowling the 18th over. Fine third man in place, one fielder at the point, one at the covers, and one fielder at the deep point region to stop that flowing boundary. On the offside, Shiva, the very first ball that's been driven and fielded on the 30-yard circle at the extra cover region for a single. They won't mind giving away singles and doubles, but then it's the boundaries which will surely hurt them. And now the fielder from the fine third man being called in. And they would be thinking to surely go after each and every deliveries remaining in this innings. Now that's in the air, the miscued shot falling in the no man's land for just a single. Fielder from long off and long on came to, but till then the batsman crossover for a single. This time it's been pulled away and the ball wins the race. That's a good shot from the batsman towards the deep forward region. So it's in the end the runs are coming in for the DBS Bank and the score moving on to 109 for the loss of 7 wickets. It's the 18th over being bowled by Shiva. It's the off cutter and the batsman crossover for a single. That's a good tight fielding setup by the captain of the Antique Friends. This is the third match here at the MIG. Classic T20 being played between Antique Friends versus DBS Bank. That's a good confident stroke, but then it will be only a single. (111) for the loss of 7 wickets. Required run rate climbing up and above. Vishal playing on 21 of 13 deliveries and Mayank playing on 21 of 13 deliveries. Need 45 of 13 balls. Well, that's a manageable score They can chase down. Both the batsmen looks to be settled down. If they can hit some big hits, well, they could be in the game. Some few big hits and that can be the game for DBS Bank. Well, this time Shiva over the wicket. This time straight towards the fielder at the mid-off for just a single. (18 overs gone). It's 112 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Well played. Hey, super combination. Terrific start.
To first team.
Let's go attack the defender, okay?
You're balancing off, you're coming over and nothing comes through.
A searchable.
Kostub to bowl the 19th over of this innings. This time held the inside edge, the ball racing towards the long leg region, and well, 2 to 3 boundaries, and well, that could be the pressure on the bowlers. 116 for the loss of 7 wickets. The first ball going off the inside edge towards the long leg fence. DBS Bank would be surely thinking if they can get runs here, if they come off the bat of the inside edge. One fielder at the flying slip, that's been sweetly timed back to the bowler's drive, straight down the ground for just a single. Mayank batting on 27, and what a knock this has been between both these batsmen. Once again the sweet sound from the bat coming in towards the mid-off region for a single. Kostub in his third over of the spell. They need 38 of 9 balls. This time getting the outside edge. The ball will fly down the deep third man region for a boundary. Well, that's been very well timed, and the ball is racing towards the deep sweeper region. Shashwat playing a gem of a knock here. Driven on the rise, he's toiling hard, making those important runs, but then it's the pressure of the runs which have builded here. It's a single to end the over. 19 overs gone. It's 125. Shashwat playing on 55, not out. A jam of a knock, but then surely, which was needed, the other batsman from the other end didn't stay, and it will be the last over of this match. What has been a completely a team effort here by Antique Friends, showing a good display of a match here at the third match at the MIG. the classic T20 being held between 8 teams, and Antique Friends totally completely in the control of this match. Shashwat on the strike, the very first ball of the last over, hitting the pads. More than a half-hearted appeal. The umpires remain unmoved. A dot ball to start the overs. 5 deliveries left in this innings. And what a knock this has been from Shashwat. Once again the ball keeping low, missing it completely. What a team performance this has been from Antique Friends. 2 wickets fall when the score was 3, and from then onwards Antique Friends have not looked backwards, and till now they have completely outplayed. This time outside the off stump line, one more extra to the tally of DBS Banks, but then it's the legitimate deliveries which are remaining in these innings. Tossed up delivery onto the off stump, that's been cut away for just a single, and mere formalities left in this innings, and completely outplaying the opposition is Antique Friends. What an innings this has been from Shashwat, but couldn't prevent his team to win this match. That's been played away towards the deep backward square leg region for yet another single. So as we say, the batsmen make the game for you, but it's the bowlers who change and win the match for you. It's in the air, straight to the hands, and it's the wicket of Shashwat. A good knock coming to an end, but couldn't prevent his team for winning this match. A great innings by Shashwat, caught at the mid off. Yes, we can see him. He is completely outraged by the hit in the middle, but then what a knock this has been from Shashwat. Ball Dhananjay, and completely a team effort here by Antique Friends, outplaying the opposition. And a dot ball to end the over. It's the Antique Friends winning the match by 27 runs. And what a display of all-round effort this has been by the Antique Friends team, and winning comfortably by 27 runs is the Antique Friends here at the Classic T20, the third match at the MIG Ground Cricket Club in Mumbai. And till then, we saw the batting in the first innings, and in the second innings it was completely the bowling and the fielding effort which winning the match for Antique Friends by 27 runs. Till then, it's Sagar signing the day, and we'll be back tomorrow for the live action. Till then, it's goodbye.
Cannot enjoy your coffee? Let's Let's take Copico, the magic of pocket coffee. Strong coffee aroma, strong coffee taste. Copico, the magic of pocket coffee.
Library of user-friendly session plans and practices for every level, curated by UEFA Pro licensed coaches. Exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in football on their journey, philosophy, tactics and match strategy.
Seeing the game from that perspective, you can see everything happening.
Don't let your background be the barrier. Educate and develop yourself as much as you possibly can.
He cannot play alone when he come in between the lines. So this player must be totally in control of this area here.
And new for 2020, one-to-one and small group sessions for all levels of coaching.
If I'm here and I'm checking up, can I get off? Bang.
Premium quality, new content uploaded every week. Access from any device. The Coach's Voice Academy, the online coach education platform from the Coach's Voice. Available online on the Apple Store and Google Play.